They say every town has that person, the one nobody quite understands. In our town, his name was Victor Frost. Yes, that was his real name. And no, you couldn't make it up if you tried. Victor didn't live in a house like the rest of us. He didn't rent an apartment, or sleep in a van, or even live in a tent. No, Victor bought a giant industrial walk-in freezer from a restaurant supply auction, and moved in. He sold his car to pay for it, quit his job at the library, bought thermal socks by the dozen and a parka that could survive a blizzard on Mars. Then one day, he just, no bills. No heating, no TV. Only ice, frozen peas, and silence. At first, people thought it was a joke, a dare, maybe, but weeks passed, then months. And Victor, he was still in there. They'd see the faint glow of a battery-powered lantern through the frosty window. And if you listen closely, you might hear opera music echoing softly from inside. He said it made the ice feel more romantic. He was strange, sure, but polite. He once invited the mailman in for tea, which he served ice cold, of course, with frozen biscuits. He claimed the cold made him feel more alive, that warmth was a distraction from truth. He said people hide in comfort, but ice shows you who you really are. We laughed about it, called him the ice monk, the frost hermit, Mr. Popsicle. But he didn't care. He had his freezer, his peace, his rituals. Every morning, he did slow stretches in -20 degrees, wearing only wool shorts and boots. He meditated by the icebox. He journaled on frozen napkins, with a pen dipped in ink kept in a jar of slush. And then one day, the light stopped glowing. No music. No tea. No strange Victor sightings. A week passed. Someone called the police, and they opened the freezer. Inside, they found him sitting cross-legged in the middle of the room, wrapped in layers of blankets, surrounded by empty notebooks and icicles that hung from the ceiling like glass teeth. Victor Frost had frozen solid, peaceful, still, a faint smile on his face. No sign of struggle. No fear. Just a man who finally became one with the cold. They tried to thaw him for a proper burial, but something strange happened. His body refused to melt. Doctors couldn't explain it. Experts were baffled. Eventually, they gave up. His freezer was sealed, bolted shut, and placed in a quiet corner of the storage yard. And that's where he remains, perfectly preserved, like a strange monument to a man who chose stillness over speed, solitude over noise, ice over fire. Some say, if you go there at night, you can still hear faint opera music and feel a sudden chill in the air, as if the freezer door opened. Just a crack. They say Victor Frost didn't die. He just finished becoming what he always was, cold, and completely, unapologetically, himself.